guys, welcome back to the channel. Rob here, Fully Loaded Customs. On today's video, we're going to be pulling the motor and transmission out of the 1980 Scottsdale there today. Going to be getting the cab up off the frame here as well. Get the frame outside, sandblast it, bring it back in here and paint it. If we can get all that done in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to do. So I got my dad helping me out here too from Ontario. So basically, let's go ahead and let's start pulling the motor and transmission. All right, cool guys. So basically me and my dad, we got everything stripped down here on the trucks. He's set and ready to go. And because I live in a small little northern rural Alberta town, couldn't pick up chain this evening because they won't sell me a 2-foot length. They got to buy 16 feet or 18 feet, 20 feet, which I don't need. So just gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning there once Napa opens. Head over to Napa and get ourselves a chain here so we can hook it up to the engine, get this thing pulled there tomorrow. So, it's all set, ready to go. Gonna shut her down here for the night. Catch you guys back here first thing in the morning. We'll get to pulling the motor, transmission, transfer case, everything in one shot, and then basically should also be able to get that cab pulled off there tomorrow too, and make a trip to the city, get some more sandblast media, start sandblasting the frames. Catch you guys back here tomorrow morning. So I went down to Napa here this morning, got the chain here for Napa all set and ready to go. Got everything disconnected here last night there with Dad. Everything, just the wiring and stuff, just sitting off to the side. Everything's all been separated, ready to go. And then once we're done getting the motor and transmission pulled, set it off to the side, start working on that cab. So it's off the...
Good.
Okay, 2 seconds. Let me let that ring over now.
Bypass here. Everything clear on this side, not a little catch. Let's see here. Slow down there.
Okay.
Okay, still go some more yet.
Okay, coming up there, Dad. It's all clear there.
It looks clear if you can pull it forward on this side. A little bit more.
Just gonna go up a bit more so it doesn't catch that nut. Okay, I'm gonna pull it forward if I can. What you got there?
Yeah, that's one.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Big monster.
Yeah, there we go.
Fucking monster. Oh, yeah, much nicer.
Well, there she is. Motor transmission's all been pulled here. Me and Dad have gone ahead here too. We've stripped out most of the wiring harness here on the cab. Getting ready to pull the cab out here now. I've gone ahead, disconnected the steering column there as well. Went through the bottom of the cab there, made sure we got any of the loose wires. Got those taken care of as well. And from this point, it looks like it should just be those 4 cab bolts, or sorry, the cab mounts, and pretty much getting ready to pull it off here. So climb back underneath the truck here, zip out those 4 bolts that hold the cab together, and make some room here in the shop. Might end up building another cart here for throw the cab on, and then basically once the cab's up off the floor, or off the frame, wheel the frame outside, clean up the rest of it. Have to go to the city and get some sandblast material there for it as well. But from there, basically get to painting basically get to painting the frame. There's the words. So let's go ahead and start removing the rest of that cab. So basically the front 2 cab bolts came off pretty easy here. As soon as we hit those at the breaker bar, the impact, they came off. However, the back 2, they did not. Those spun immediately and just continued spinning. So had to throw the piece of wood up here on the brace to jack it up. So we created a little bit of space in between there and the bolts. So we hacksaw and cut them off. So now that we got that all done, let's go ahead and get this cab off the frame. There.
Okay, she's swinging free on her own now. Whoa.
Good?
Okay. Oh.
Is that hidden? Oh, just that piece there?
Yeah, I just didn't want to get caught on the frame.
Yeah, how is it in the bottom? Oh, it looks like it should be cleared, eh? Good? I think that should be clear on this side, no? Okay. That's all clear there. Okay. Perfect. All right. Good day in the shop here this afternoon. So Dad gave me a hand here in the shop. We pulled the motor and transmission in the truck there earlier today. Also managed to get the cab all freed up. I had to cut out those back couple cab bolts on there because those were just turning. So got that all freed up, picked off the frame here. Next couple of days, my buddy's going to come give me a hand here. We're going to clean the motor up here, strip it down, reseal it, get this all cleaned up here, separate the transmission here as well. Send that off to get rebuilt and cleaned up there too when I'm doing all the body work here in the shop. And I think my dad's going to take off the gas tanks here tomorrow and take off the rest of the stuff that's on the frame here, like the power steering pump, stuff like that. So we can finish stripping this down here, get it all cleaned up, get all the buildup of mud and stuff like that. Get that all off the frame here, strip it down, get it cleaned up, get it ready for sandblasting. And in the next couple of weeks here, I guess maybe not next couple of weeks, probably next week or so, roll this thing outside, wire wheel it, sandblast it, and pick up the paint for it, get some Endura paint for the frame, and then strip that thing down, primer it, and paint it. Then bring everything back in the shop, start putting everything back onto this thing, getting it all ready for paint. So catch you guys back here in a couple of days. And we'll either be resealing the motor here, or we're going to be taking the frame outside, sandblasting it, stripping it down, getting that ready for paint there too. In the meantime, got a ton of artwork I'm doing for the art gallery right now too, so I'm busy. Get you guys back here in a couple of days. So I got a day off here. Got the 1980 Scottsdale frame outside here now. It's a beautiful day outside. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my engine hoist up here. I'm going to jack the frame up, put it on some blocks, and let's get the sandblasting. Took a little bit longer than expected. Probably about 4 hours or so to sandblast the frame. So, well, I've been getting the frame all sandblasted here this evening. Dad's been working on the cart we're building here for the cab. So we started pushing this around here. Is just getting the last bracing chunks all cut and set and ready to go. But this turned out pretty good there too. We'll slide that underneath the cab here in a couple minutes and be able to start moving the cab around here in the shop there too. So I can get the frame in and use the 2 bays to get it painted up there. So
yeah, we could have a hand. Mike could give us a hand, yes.
hear that, Mike? Waiting on you. Come give us a hand here. Perfect, just pulled up to Endura here. Me and Dad gonna head inside and get the paint we need for the Chevy pickup truck. Well, it's paint day here at the shop. Got everything all set up here, ready to go. Got the paint here from Endura. And just getting everything all here. A little bit of sandblasting. Set and ready to go. Dad's pulling the jack back. There's a reason for it. You'll see that video here up on the channel there soon. But anyways, we've got the frame here up on the engine hoist. I'm just sandblasting the rear section here, getting that all taken care of. I'll throw the tires back on, lift up the front section, get those tires off, sandblast the rest of this, and then later on this afternoon, we're pulled inside, jack it up, and we're gonna spray some Endura paint on the frame. And at the same time, I am, like I've mentioned a couple times now, like 300 kilometers, 200 miles away from the nearest city, and I can't get sandblast material. But I picked up some of this sandbag stuff that have the gas stations around here. It's actually doing a pretty good job. I find as long as you sit here and you screen it, take care of all this kind of thicker stuff and get rid of it, it does really a good job actually. And this stuff was only about $4 a bag. So I've always been using the 3060 crush glass, but this just regular sand has been working great. Just as long as you screen it first, get rid of the bigger chunks. It does an excellent job if you got this kind of sandblast unit here too. And it has been taking quite a bit of the stuff off here on the frame. So anyways, let's continue sandblasting that frame. So me and Dad got the frame all set up on the block stands here, set and ready to go now. It's about 11 o'clock at night or so. I was gonna spray in primer tonight. It's just too damn hot. It's like 35 degrees in here, which is like 90 something. So it's too warm for me. I'm not spraying in this. I'm gonna let it cool down here overnight. So spraying first thing in the morning. So catch you guys here first thing in the morning. Catch you over at the paint table, and we'll get to mixing some primer and paint. Get the spraying up this frame. Back out here the next morning, so it's perfect temperature here to be spraying this morning. Yesterday evening when I was out here, that red needle was all the way down to here. It's pretty warm last night, but she cooled off quite a bit here this morning, so It's going to be a beautiful day for spraying here, so I'm spraying Endura's inhibiting rust-proof primer here. This stuff treats rust, shuts it down. It's also direct to middle high build primer there as well. Fantastic product. Mixes 3 parts primer to 1 part hardener, and you also have the option of adding up to 10% reducer here for when you're spraying there too. And also this product, it's industrial style paint here. So I'm in Alberta, so this stuff gets sprayed all over the stuff in the oil field. Everything that takes a beating, basically you apply Endura to it, and that's just makes things look brand new for the longest time. Damn near chip resistant. It takes a lot to scratch this stuff, to chip it, rock chip it and stuff. Just does not happen with this paint. This paint is fantastic, and you get long durability out of it. So that's what we're spraying Endura here this morning. Once you spray this product here, you're gonna get yourself a high gloss, super durable finish on whatever you apply this on. It's gonna last you pretty much a lifetime. Nothing gets through this once again, once it hardens up. So it's gonna be fantastic for the frame. Once again, this is why you find this product sprayed through all the industrial oil field here in Alberta, because it lasts. But for now, guys, let's mix up the primer, put it in the gun, and let's start spraying some paint. Got the frame here, all sprayed with primer. I gave it 2 solid coats of primer over the entire frame. She's been sitting here probably about an hour or so here now. She's been drying. She's gotten to the point here now too, where you see it's just a little bit tacky. It's kind of what we're looking for. So this point in time, let's head on over to the paint booth. I wish. Let's head over to the paint table and let's start mixing our top coat. So once again, we're using Endura here. This is our top coat system. Everything is mixed, your clear coat, base paint, all mixed up here in one. When this is all sprayed, this is gonna leave a fantastic high gloss, super durable finish on it. So this mixes 1 part A to 1 part B, which is 1 part paint to 1 part hardener, and then you have the option of reducing it as well. So let's go ahead, let's start mixing up our top coat here, put it in the gun, and let's get to spraying our frame. painted up now. She's about 2 hours here after I painted it. Letting the air out in here. But she's looking great. Looks fantastic. So let's flip this camera around, show you how the frame turned out. Really liking how the frame turned out here. That Endura's got a wicked shine to it. I'll get you in here and show you. By right there, you can just see it's got a wicked shine to it. Really like how this turned out. It's got about 2 up. Basically gonna let it sit here overnight, let it dry, let it cure, let it harden, and I'll come back probably in the morning here and throw the wheels and tires back on it, let it sit in the sun to bake that on. Stuff like the brakes, this is all getting the rotors, stuff like that, that's all getting replaced later on, so I'm not too worried about any overspray that you might see on those. Just wanted to make sure while they're up there, instead of just skipping them, if everything's black, everything turns out black when I'm spraying. So really like how it turned out. Once again, it's got such a super nice high gloss finish on this Endura. Really liking it. So anyways, so now that we got the frame all painted up, we can start getting things back together here on the 1980 Scottsdale. Get some new fuel lines put in the frame here, new fuel lines, brake lines, get the shocks on there, and then from that point, get that motor put back together, paint that motor, put the motor and transmission back into the frame, and we can start putting some body panel stuff on there. So getting excited over here, looking forward to it. So hey guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you haven't already, be sure to leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you like the frame. How do you think that turned out? I think that Endura paint is wicked. Got such a high gloss finish on it, super durable, looks great. So leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know how you think that paint turned out. If you've ever used it before, how it's worked out for you. Let me know in the comment section. You guys take the time out to leave me comments. I'm gonna make sure I take the time out to reply to you. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. So until next time, remember, it's not regular, it's not custom. Catch you guys next episode. Take care.